So ever feel like your mind is racing and you just want to stop for a second? I get it. You're not alone, because we live in a world now that's fast, noisy, overwhelming, and not slowing down. I've worked with thousands of employees, students, CEOs, and even guided people through HSC exams, leadership burnout, and also COVID stress. Yes, we've all been there. And I've had it too. I've pushed through stress, headed towards burnout, and felt like I didn't even have a chance to breathe. But here is the truth that I'd love to share with you today. You get, guess how many? 1,440 minutes in one day, in every 24 hours. And we're not going to use all of those to control stress, but we're going to use just one of them to stop, to slow down, to put our foot on the brake and give our mind, body and brain a chance to reset. Are you with me? Let me show you how. So what is the 1 minute reset? Well, the 1 minute reset is what I founded around about 2.5 years ago. And I know it's powerful because it actually turned my life around. I found it so amazing that I thought this is my life's work, to share this with as many people as possible. I found that research backed this, science backed this, that in 1 minute, 60 seconds or less, you can give your chance to slow everything down. And we are in a world where getting more and more data thrown at us. We are constantly being on our devices or connected and feeling sometimes that we don't have a chance just to switch off. And we do need this. Otherwise, we're like a car hurtling down the freeway or the highway and feeling like we're about to explode. This is us layering up all those many different layers of stress and feeling like there is no way to pull over on that highway. So 1 minute resets are exactly as they say. Having 1 minute to stop, use techniques such as mindfulness, breath work, meditation, mindset, how you talk to yourself in your mind, techniques to help you get your control back fast. They are amazing stress management tools, but you can use them in many different ways, and they're adapted for little kids to use all the way up to CEOs in the boardroom. They're that powerful. Today, I'm going to share with you why I know they work from all the research and the science backing that we've got. And also I'm going to give you 3 powerful times that you can do that. And we're actually going to do 3 of those techniques today. So why does this work? Well, what I found is deep breathing helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So it lowers those stress hormones in your body. So instead of feeling like you're constantly in that fight-flight response, which is okay some of the time, but not okay all of the time, this is how we can lower this fast. So it lowers the stress hormones, including cortisol. It has those tiny resets, which allows your body to go to peak productivity, get your control back, start to think a little bit more clearer, and also make decisions clearer as well, because sometimes we are in that decision fog and we have so many more decisions to make in these days. It's like a pattern interrupt as well. So sometimes we are just snowballing, going down those rabbit holes and realizing, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3 hours have gone and I'm just getting more and more layers of stress. So it's allowing us to have those shifts, change the station, switch to a different lane and be able to feel back in control again. These can also be added as micro habits. So they're little tiny habits that are easy to add to your everyday life, little but have big results. And the thing I like about micro habits is a lot of them you can add on to the habits that you're already doing. Most of the time you're doing this as second nature on autopilot, so you could add this on. So it's like habit stacking, adding it on to something that you're already doing and it becomes part of your nature. So before you know it, these little 1 minute resets have helped you control your stress at different points throughout the day. That is how powerful they are. Okay, so let's go into 3 different times you can use this and the most powerful times of the day. So first of all, obviously in the morning. I love mornings. Not everybody's a morning person. I get that. But what I want you to do before you go for the scroll before you start getting caught up in the work emails or thinking about what you've got for the day, or those thoughts start overwhelming you, telling you that you're so stressed, you're so worried, you're tired, you've got too much on. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do what I had to do yesterday, or how on earth am I going to get everything done today? Before you get into that mind chatter, allow yourself to stop and try and do this even before you put a foot on the ground, before you get out of bed. Take a deep breath, stay in that beautiful dreamlike state. We go from that, deep sleep when we're reaching for our phone, when we're constantly busy, we're in that rushing busy state, but we have that gorgeous little spot in between. This is often when we have those creative thoughts, we feel really good, and this is also really linked to how meditation sometimes feels as well. So keep this moment for a little bit longer if you can. And when you are in that beautiful state, put a smile on your face just for a minute, or think of something that always makes you have a little giggle to yourself. So you're starting to release all those feel-good hormones. It's like a little party in your brain. And while you're doing this, instead of getting caught up in the thoughts that start to pull you down, oh, it's going to be a bad day, oh, I'm not ready for that exam or that work presentation, tell yourself, even if you have to trick yourself into how you want to feel, how you want your day to be. You can do a little visualization as well. Remember, you can actually fit a lot into 1 minute. So you're smiling, you're telling yourself today's going to be a great day. Even if you don't believe it, just tell yourself. You're starting to rewire your brain, starting to reprogram. And imagine starting each day like this. So you're smiling, maybe a little giggle, and then you're telling yourself, it's going to be a great day. I've got this. Doesn't matter that it's raining, it's still going to be an awesome day. And maybe you're picturing 1 or 2 things that are going to go perfect today. You get to have a little practice run. Just practice it and imagine how you want it to go, because your brain doesn't actually realize what's real and what's imagined. So you're already preparing your body for how, and your mind for how you want to feel later on in that day. Okay, so reset number 2, middle of the day. You're getting that afternoon slump. You're feeling a bit fatigued. You're noticing that your neck's hurting, your shoulders are hunching, you're starting to get a tension headache. Those thoughts are coming back. So that good times of that smile and that, perfect day visualization is starting to wear off. We need a little reset, especially before you make that difficult phone call, you go into that school exam, or you start to present in front of the boardroom. What can you do? If you need to, hide yourself away in the bathrooms, or step outside, get some fresh air, or even just do it at your desk. No one will really know. I want you just to do some deep breathing, and you only need to do maybe 3, 4, or 5 rounds. Remember, when you do this, this helps to lower those stress hormones in your body. It's been shown from research that even just 1 minute of deep breathing can lower your cortisol levels by 20, sometimes even 30%. So imagine doing 1 or 2 minutes of that. So the one that I love to go to is the 4-7-8 breathing. Sometimes you might hear of other people doing like the box breathing. So I'll give you an example of both and try them both out. See what works for you. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you on which one works. My kids, when they go into exams, they're both teenagers now. One loves the 4-7-8 and one loves the box breathing. So 4-7-8, you're making the exhale longer than the inhale, and this helps to activate the vagus nerve, which helps with the lowering of the stress hormones. So it's in for 4, if you can, through the nostrils, hold for 7, and then out slowly for 8. Now you can do out for 8 through your nose, or maybe you could imagine you've got like a little straw and you're blowing out through your mouth with a little straw. So in for 4, hold for 7, and then out for 8. Now you may have heard of box breathing. Box breathing has become quite well known. The fact that groups of people such as the Navy SEALs use in a group setting. Obviously they're going into a very stressful and high pressure situation, and they do this collectively as a sort of squad or as a team. And it's like you're drawing a box. That's why it's called box breathing. So this one is in for 4, you hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. It doesn't matter which one you're doing, but I would encourage you to do at least 3 or 4 rounds of this. So once again, try one or both of them and see what feels best. I like to use both of them, but at different times depending on what situations I'm in. And number 3, so now we're at the end of the day. We want to switch off, but we want to go to sleep feeling in a good mood. What do we do sometimes when we're lying in bed? We start replaying and our head goes spiraling on all the things that we haven't done, all the things that we didn't mark off the to-do list, what emails we forgot to send, what conversations we didn't have, or the fact that we didn't go to the gym for the 3rd day in the row, whatever it is. But as you lie in bed, I want you to think about what you actually did achieve. What was the gains rather than the gaps? What went well? And particularly for yourself, what are you proud of yourself? And it could be that fact that you just got out of bed today, you went to work, or you went to school, or you went to the gym, or you went for a walk, whatever it is, that you just did one thing. So I want you to do like a little treasure hunt as you lie there. Be grateful for the things that you actually did do. How far you've come in one day. If you actually start to think about it, you'll be quite amazed what you've actually done. And when you do this, have those feelings of gratitude. Now, if not much happened that day, just bring in those feelings of gratitude of the fact that you're still alive, that you looked after yourself with exercise, or you ate some healthy food, or you spent some time with a friend, or you checked in on somebody, you gave your furry friend a cuddle this morning. Whatever it is, even if it's just the little things. And don't forget to be grateful for yourself. Very, very important. And then have that beautiful feeling of gratitude as you drift into sleep. You have a much better night's sleep than if you go thinking about all the things that you're still stressed about. And gratitude is one of the easiest ways to practice mindfulness, and it's one of the ways to take yourself out of that stress mode. So super simple. So we've done 3 things today. First of all, start your day with a smile. And if you can, add some thoughts of how you want your day to be. Tell yourself, it's going to be a great day. I've got this. I'm so prepared. Doesn't matter that I've missed that first bus. It's all going to be great today. And if you can, do a little visualization, even if it's just one thing that you want to go well. Middle of the day, you're starting to get stressed. Those thoughts are starting to come up in your mind. You're starting to feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. Take yourself somewhere, even if it's still at your desk, and do some deep breathing. So you can either try the box breathing, 4, 4, 4, 4, or otherwise in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. And then finally, end of the day, end with gratitude, end with what went well, end with the gains rather than the gaps. It'll be such a beautiful way to go to sleep. You don't even have to write them down, even just picturing these ones. And as you do this more and more, you actually start to spend more and more time in this sense of gratitude. And the thoughts that started trying to get your attention, it's easier just to release and let them go. So this is what I would love you to do today. I would love you to take one of those 1,444 minutes and use one of the resets today. Don't wait till tomorrow, start today. Choose the morning, the lunchtime or middle of the day, or the one just as you're about to go to sleep. And then tomorrow, I want you to try 2 of them, and the next day, or a day or so later, I want you to try all 3 of them. And to make it easy with yourself, connect it to a habit that you already do. So in the morning, you already get out of bed and go to the bathroom, or go to clean your teeth, or go to wash your face first thing in the morning. So before you do that, that is when you do that first reset, or before you reach for your phone. Number 2, maybe you do this as you're coming back from your lunch break, or as you're about to open your laptop in the middle of the day. Try and mirror it or attach it to a habit that you already do. And number 3, this one's easy. Do it just as you're falling asleep. So put all your devices away, put the book down, clean your teeth, get into bed and switch off. Let go of those thoughts and go into that gratitude. So create it with a habit that you already do, and make it simple for yourself. So commit to it. If you can, share this video with somebody else, get them to start that commitment. And if you want more than just 3 1-minute resets, I have got over 100 of them on the 1-minute reset app. And at the moment, the 1-minute reset app is yours to try for just $1. Yes, just $1 for 7 days. Like it before you commit for longer. And you can try 15 different scenarios when you can use 1-minute reset apps. And there's over 105 to choose from, as well as weekly coaching, challenges, and also guest experts. So click on the link below to go and grab your $1 trial. Thank you for joining me. My name is Heidi Horn, founder of the 1-minute reset, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.